So Teotihuacan was around from, or the city of Teotihuacan was around from 100 BCE to 700 BCE. The Aztecs discovered them about 600 years after after the fall of the city. Upon arrival, um, they saw how amazingly well structured the city was and how well organized it was and beautiful it was. So much so that um, they ended up believing that this was built for the gods and that it was the birthplace of the fifth son. And this place is about 8 miles, well, 8 square miles big, and there's a center core that's about 2 miles squared. Within the uh, the city itself, there are pieces of arts that well, there aren't any pieces of arts that showcase any of their leaders, but it was thought that they would have been a very powerful people because of how intricate the city is, and how big it is, and the fact that the structures are so big. It would have taken a massive amount of coordination and leadership to be able to pull off um, such a amazing piece of structure altogether, at least the whole city together. Um, and its main, well, some of the most interesting things are that there are about 75 temples, 2,000 apartment complexes, and three pyramids. The three pyramids are the Pyramid of the Moon, Pyramid of the Sun, and the Pyramid of the Feathered Serpent. So the Pyramid of the Feathered Serpent, it's right in the middle of the city, and the Pyramid of the Sun is aligned with the Seven Sister constellation that they used to use to figure out where to plant their food for the year. And then the other interesting thing is that there are an enormous amount of murals built all over or painted all over the insides of the apartments and the pyramids, where they use a form of plaster to to make this. Just to show you what it looks like. Um, oh, this is not gonna work. Okay, we'll do this. Here's the Pyramid of the Moon. This is the Pyramid of the Sun, and this is the Pyramid of the Feathered Serpent. Um, oh, and this is the main street here that was called it was called the Avenue of the Dead, and it was about 4 miles long and 135 feet. So from this end all the way down there. So the next thing I have here is, so this is the image of one of the mirrors, and it portrays Teotihuacan mural goddess, who is associated with fertility. This specific depiction is called Jade Talak mural. Uh, Things that stand out are the jade earpieces that she wears, the jade beads. So the jade earpieces, the jade beads around her arms, or hands. I'm sorry, or wrists. Her chest, shoulder, and arm area are covered with some sort of cloth that is very colorful and decorated, complex pattern. And then we also see that she has a large, elaborate headdress with the face of a bird on it and large feathers coming out, hanging over it. Um, there are streams of water pouring out of her hands, and also contain body parts like hands and hearts. And now we can't say for sure that this is the goddess, but but many of the deities are portrayed in bright colors and they're shown wearing fancy earpieces, bracelets, extravagant pieces of clothing, which can't be seen, and mirrors depicting the beings. So more than likely, this is the goddess, um, or a goddess. And then if we move over to the next section, right here, we see yet again another goddess. It is believed to be an underground, so the entire picture is believed to be an underground lake and maybe a representation of the underworld. And we can see similar features of a god, right? But just this one's different. We see the large goggle-like eyes here. Fangs coming out of the mouth and large earpieces. So we see the fangs, and then we see the large earpieces there. Talak, this features probably represents Talak, the god of the water and agriculture from the Aztec culture. We've learned before that the Mesoamerican cultures have drawings of artworks or deities that with the same features as Talak, but with different names were given to these gods. And if we look around, we see frogs, butterflies, birds. So here's one frog. And then let me see. I think there's another frog up here, or some kind of lizard. And these look like plants. So, and that's it.